Welcome, Stitch 5 gamers, to a review of The Amazing Spider-Man, the video game. It came out recently, I think right before the movie, maybe right after. Either way, I would say, the first thing I'm going to say is see the movie first before you play the game. Not that it has spoilers, but it takes place after the movie, so you kind of know small aspects of the ending. Anyways, time for my review. So, to start out, I do think that this game was definitely the most cinematic of any Spider-Man game I've played. Whenever you're swinging through New York, the camera really moves around and wants to capture that very movie-like feel with how you're playing. For example, the first kind of boss you fight, it's like the first big battle, I guess. It's in the middle of like a park in New York, and if you swing around during that part, it looks so good. I don't know what it is, but I mean during a lot of parts of the game, but it just looks very good. So basically the story is that there's a huge infestation going on, a cross-species infestation kind of thing. People are getting infected and turning into kind of vicious monster kind of things. But cool. So it kind of felt like while I was playing, I was Spider-Man fighting sort of zombie-like creatures, which was, it was cool. I liked it. Didn't mind it. Thought it was fun. Yeah. So you fight, obviously it does have, other characters. There's not really very many characters that you would recognize. There's a scorpion kind of creature, but he's not like Scorpion. I guess you could say that he is. But yeah, don't expect to fight Mysterio and Doc Ock or anyone like that in this game. It's not that kind of Spider-Man game. Which, whatever, I'm fine with a new kind of Spider-Man game. I mean, I enjoyed this game. I thought it was great. I thought it was good. I thought it was good. We'll get into that. So I liked it. I mean, I had fun. I definitely never at one point wanted to stop playing. I just... some things became a little bit repetitive. There were some things that you did too many times. It definitely does borrow a lot from the Batman games, which isn't a bad thing because I like Spider-Man more than Batman, and I love the Batman games, so it kind of went hand in hand for me. To the point of almost stealing, I guess it did borrow a lot from it. There's you can be on the wall and do stealth takedowns and stuff like that. It's kind of weird. Even the guys turn purple for the stealth takedowns. It's kind of exactly the other games, the Batman games, but whatever. I would recommend looking online, finding where all the costume little things, you have to take pictures of these little symbols to get different costumes, or also beat the game, but that's just, what's the point? So I would recommend looking online, finding all the little symbols you need to take a picture of, taking the pictures of those things, and getting the other costumes, because it's just much more fun, I guess, to have other costumes to switch between. It's just kind of nice. It's really fun. There's a lot of cool things they added. They added this web rush mode thing. I think it's added. I haven't played the most recent Spider-Man games before this one, so I don't really know. But I think that web rush is a new thing, and it's very well done. It's really fun to use. It's just an awesome aspect of the game for me. Also, if you're running down streets, you run into a car, you'll start hopping on the roofs of the cars, or on the tops of the cars, which is awesome. That's a cool little smidge thing. The only problem I have with it really is that the swinging is kind of weird. It's not the same as Spider-Man 2 or any of certain other games, I guess. Whenever you swing, if you just hold down the trigger, you'll just keep swinging. And I mean, it kind of bothers me, it kind of doesn't. Your web doesn't attach to a building. Stuff like that. It's small things, but whatever. Besides that, though, I really did have a lot of fun with this game. There's a lot to it. There's a ton to do. I beat the game with only 55% done, and I thought I did so much because I did a bunch of side stuff also. So there's a lot of things to do. Although I will say you will get distracted collecting comic book pages, because I know that I did. I got very distracted doing that. But there's so much content in this game, which is a great thing. I love when games have a lot of content and you can just do so much for hours even after you beat the game, which I really can. I can really still play it whenever and just swing around and have fun. But also there's there's different foes you can meet at the end of the game, which I don't understand that. Spoiler alert, even though it's not really spoiler because it's after you beat the game. There's a side quest to fight Black Cat, and I'm like, what? Why would you not just have that in the game already? Why did you put that at the end, after the end? The game's about 8 hours long if you don't really do anything. I finished it in a little bit under 9 hours because I did some side stuff and things like that, and I spent most of my time collecting comic book pages. But it was really fun. I really enjoyed it, and I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5 The Amazing Spider-Man symbols. Thank you for watching another episode of Stitch 5 Games. This is our first review, and I hope you stick around for more. May all your nightmares turn to dreams. I bid you adieu, my lady, farewell, and that's all I'm going to say. Goodbye!